Sonic 8474. I got an advice, brother. And it's my advice. Whenever somebody lets you down, and you feel, yeah, it's the same person. Whenever somebody lets you down, they say they're going out with someone else, right? And you bought them stuff. Don't feel treated the same way. Don't go back out with them, because that's the biggest mistake of your life. You'll regret it later on that they weren't being kind to you. And then you'll see for yourself. You'll be used again. You'll be fooled around again. So you know what the best situation is? Stay away from girls that actually use you for money. It's better that way. Feel safe. Don't use money. And if they think that it's fun and that it's funny, then it isn't. So what do you do when you've been dumped and they used you for money? You stay away from them. Best situation is a 5 situation, and that's not telling anyone. On my respectful side, I've been let down by feelings because of this on other videos. Now it's up to me to put things right. Strategy over strategy over strategy over strategy. Do not repeat the same process, as you might result in being used. Best situation is the obvious situation, so don't be used. Go out with someone different, someone who can like you even more, and not use them in a bad way, because if you feel like you're being used, it'll just make you ill even more. So when when someone has a divorce but they never think and it's all about money, well, that's how it would have turned out for me and Carol if she's still with me for so many years. But as you can see, the best situation is don't let it get to you. In the end, she's bound to lose, and you're going to be the winner. Because no matter how bad you get treated, there's always room for someone else. And if your girlfriend say things like she's getting on her nerves, that you're getting on her nerves, right? Turn around and say, well, how do you know you wasn't getting on mine when you was on about your boyfriend all the time and leaving me stranded with nothing better to do? If that's the case that you dumped me weeks ago, then because I knew, I said, oh, so she only recently dumped me then. If she says that, just say you just dumped me. You're just gonna dump me and leave me sad. Just say that. Get out there, be emotionally upset, but don't overdo it. You can do better. People know that. Look, Power Rangers. Everybody knows what happened to Tommy and Power Rangers being used and set up by Kimberly. And Kimberly used them. Catherine went by them. And they was all married and had kids, grandchildren. But then there's the Christmas special. There was a Christmas one that actually said that. So yeah. Oh, I can't believe they still you. God, good grief, they can't even go. And they've been here 6 hours. That's laugh. I'm married. But anyway, over 6 hours, should have said. It's ridiculous. Been here since 7 AM. Anyway, best situation is to stay out of the situation. A girlfriend can hurt you in many ways when she's your ex, but the one thing to do is walk away from it. Don't just say, alright, you can just be friends. Just walk away from it. Just ignore her. That's the best situation. The best way to get away from her. Because she made you jealous, you make her jealous. That's the best way to be with girls. Nobody likes to be hugged in the wrong way. Nobody likes to be mistreated in the wrong way. But when you're giving presents to your girlfriend, make sure she's being kind first. Don't buy presents unless she's buying you first. That way you'll know she's not a taker. Like a certain Carl Jones who hurt my feelings. I might be going out with someone else. But that didn't stop me from believing that I might be going out with someone else. I hope she realises that, and I hope she is in a lot of pain from it, and gets jealous and says, oh, you get on my nerves. Because if she does, this will happen to her. And it'll happen to her as it'll happen to everyone else. Falling in love with the right person is the only way. A true strategy and a true hope and knowledge is the only way. Don't let it get the best of you when people mistreat you for money. Now my girlfriend, I could swear I could have had her for blackmail, and yet she made me buy her gifts. That's wrong. That's what every guy should ask themselves. Is it really worth going out with someone if they're using you for money? The answer? Don't let it bother you. No matter how much, no matter how hard you're going to take it the first time, you will get really emotionally upset. You feel like you could go back with her, but the trouble is she won't do that. She might say things like, oh, he's getting on my nerves, I don't want him in my life, I just want him just to be friends with me. Well, it don't work like that, see? When you're in love with someone, you gotta be truthfully in love. You can't use this person, because you'll only regret it in the rest of your life. You feel betrayed, you feel disrespectful, you wish your girlfriend was with you, but she used you. That's what you gotta realise. And it's Halloween next week. Well, so much for my girlfriend making me upset. Well, this is another thing I gotta say. If your girlfriend feels like she's using you, and she's all this and that, right? She might regret it later on. If you do, don't try to win her heart by going back with her. It's just the biggest mistake you can ever pull. It is. It's the biggest mistake you could ever pull. What if she dumps you again? What if she uses you again? These are the things you gotta look for. So the biggest strategy to the situation is not to fall back in love with the same person, because it can still be a big mistake. I know. I've been there, and that's it. So yeah, there's something big going on. You need to know this. You can't let people get the best of you in a situation where you feel down. Don't let it be like that. Be a hero, stand up for yourself, and be kind to others. You soon earn the respect from other people, and then they'll start to side with you. So don't let it bother you. She won't have many friends. Or if this girlfriend of yours or mine went through the same situation, just ignore them. I don't blame you. You had an ex. I can't blame people who've had exes because they've been used. That's how I feel about my girlfriend at the time being. So yeah, if you're wondering why I've got to be a moustache, it's because I haven't shaved lately because of what my girlfriend did to me. So yeah. And another last lot of request: do not give up on yourself. the major rule in this is do not give up on yourself. You make it harder for them. Make it harder as possible for them to realise that they made a mistake. Because once they do, they wish they hadn't done that. And I know I have a girlfriend, but she dumped me. So the same thing could happen to you anytime. So yeah, sayonara, muchas gracias. See you for now.